This is in response to the Rhodesian A5 build that I'm working on. Um, I had comments saying, "Don't butcher this gun. Leave it alone. It's classic. Leave it alone." Some people said that I didn't know how it operated. That you grab the barrel like this and like that, cock it. No, the Winchester Model 1911 actually cocked off the barrel like that. This doesn't. This is a Remington that has the handle on it. Remington and Brownings have this handle. The Winchester 1911 does not. Um, they also had commented about, some people commented about the barrel, this is a poly choke. This is something somebody added, as far as I know. This barrel's only 21 inches long. It comes up to about right here. And then this poly choke is soldered on. So this barrel's already been cut. Parts in this thing, some of the parts were so worn out that I welded them up, internal parts, and worked them with a file and fitted them to get this thing to function again. One part that I couldn't fix was the link that goes between the bolt and the operating spring in here. I was under the assumption that this was nothing more than a Browning, that Remington used the Browning patent, except for it didn't have the cartridge block off right here. It's absolutely not. I bought a Browning link and I ended up having to modify it and weld on the tip of that to make that fit this. So, as far as I know, or at least my experience with this one, Browning parts do not work in the Remington. The other thing is, somebody said that this thing held 5 rounds, well, four, either 4 or 5 in the magazine tube and one in here. The Brownings may have. This is a Remington Model 11 Sportsman made in the 1950s. This only holds 2 rounds inside the magazine, one in the chamber. My whole deal with doing this is to take this gun, extend the magazine tube out to about here, to 20 and a half inches is what the Rhodesian A5 was. The magazine tube was 20 and a half inches. So you can load 8 in the tube plus 1 in the chamber. I'm not shortening the barrel on this by any means. I may end up taking the poly choke off if it doesn't clear the magazine tube. If it does, I'll probably leave the poly choke on it. If I do have to remove the poly choke in order to make the Rhodesian A5, my plan is to use rem chokes and set this up where you have removable chokes and can change the choke so it can still be used for whatever I want to use it for. So I wanted to clarify that. And I'm going to name this series of videos the Gun Butcher Rhodesian A5. That's what the playlist is going to be called. That's probably what the videos are going to be called. Um, Actually, the guy that said that I was going to be known as the Gun Butcher for doing this was actually very polite in his comments. He's one of those guys that would rather see something like this put all back together original than to have something custom made. There's a lot of these out there. These guns sell used for $250 to $300. These Remington Sportsmans. They're not a high dollar gun, not a real popular gun. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but they're not a very valuable gun. On the other hand, the Rhodesian A5, FN only made, from what I'm understanding now, 1,000 of them. That's it. That's all that was ever in existence. So I can take an okay shotgun that's already been cut off, already been modified in that was worn out, that I had to weld up a bunch of pieces to make it work again and fit them, and turn it into a really cool Rhodesian A5 because I'll never be able to afford one of them. I mean, I looked in the last one on Gun Broker. It's not available now, but the last one I seen sold for, I think it was either $3,500 or $4,500. I'm gonna have 300 into building this, doing all the work myself, minus the cost of the gun. Still gonna be way cheaper than trying to find a Rhodesian A5, and half of them that were imported in, I believe, Century Arms or Sarco 1 um, welded a sleeve inside the magazine tube so that they would only hold 5. So they didn't, even if you find one, good chance is it's only going to hold 5 rounds instead of the full 8 anyway. That's the only way they can import it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make a Rhodesian A8. If there's people out there that are just dead set against taking old guns like this and modifying and customizing them, um, don't watch that series of videos, because I mean, I'm gonna do it. You know, that's why I'm gonna call it the Gun Butcher Rhodesian A5 build, because some people, and that's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. They like to just completely restore guns. My drilling, I restored it. You know, I didn't modify it in any way. Both my Cape guns, I didn't modify them in any way. I just restored them, made them safe to function. I didn't even try and refinish any of them. I just restored them, conserved them. That's it. But this one is going to be a build like how I do double barrel rifles and stuff like that. It's going to be something that I want. I have shotguns for hunting. Don't need this for hunting. I got this for one reason. The only reason I wanted this, the reason why I worked out a deal with my buddy to get this, was I wanted to build a Rhodesian A8. So that's where I'm at with this. I just wanted to touch on that because, for the most part, people were really cool. They're like, "Man, that's going to be great. That's going to be cool." Um, there was, I think, 3 different people commented on how I shouldn't modify this gun, cut it, or whatever. I'm not making a whippet gun out of this. I'm making a Rhodesian A8. Um, for the most part, the people that commented that didn't want me to alter this were pretty respectful and cool. There was one that was a jerk. He's gone. Um, I don't, like I said, I don't block comments with people that disagree with me or want to give me their opinion if it's different from mine. I don't mind that. Sometimes it's good to look at it from another point of view, but I don't have to have somebody be disrespectful or rude. So, to the one person that was disrespectful and rude, he's gone, blocked. I don't have time for drama. This channel's not about drama. This channel's just, it's my hobby. I like fixing guns. I like working on guns. I like building guns. So, not going to be no drama on this channel. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify that because I think some people thought that this was a Winchester model 1911 where you pull the barrel down like that to cock it. This is by no means that gun. This is not a Browning A5. This is actually, the first ones were Remington model or Remington 11. I don't even think they called it a model 11, and that was one that held 4 or 5 in the tube. I think this one is actually just called the Remington Sportsman, or it may be the Remington 11 Sportsman. But like I said, this only holds 2 in the magazine and then 1 in the chamber, and I just want to make a Rhodesian A5 out of it. And I don't know why they call it a Rhodesian A5 because it actually holds 8, but whatever. It is what it is. But that's where I'm at with it. Hopefully in the next week or 2, I'm going to get the magazine tube made, the 20.5 inch. And then the only thing that'll be holding me up is right now with everything going on, getting 2 wood 4-ends to splice together and make one full length one that comes down to here for the magazine tube. I'm debating on trying to make one from scratch, all one piece myself. I'm good at fixing guns. I'm even good at repairing stocks and stuff like that. But I've never tried to completely make some, like a wood stock or 4M complete from scratch with all the inletting and all that. So I may try it, may not, but I just wanted to clarify that because I think some people were getting this mixed up. This is not a Browning. This is not a Winchester. This is a Remington, and this does not cock from the barrel like that. I mean, I know watching videos, there was a lot of people that had that Winchester 1911. Some people love it. Any gun that I gotta put on the ground and push the barrel down like this to cock it, or even put my hand on here to cock it. I mean, I don't know. I have no desire to own one. I like this. Cocks, push button, good to go. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.